Hello, everyone. This is Blake. I hope you all are feeling good today. I'm shared the third episode of Maestri email story. It is interesting story of journalist Stay with Mai at the end. The escape begins. Gunfire echoed through the underground chamber. As the doors burst open, Daniel, Lisa, and Dr. Carter barely had time to react before the men in black suits stormed in, their weapons raised. "Down!" Carter shouted, shoving Daniel behind a lab table. Lisa ducked, drawing her small handgun. She fired 2 quick shots, shattering the overhead light and plunging the room into partial darkness. Daniel's heart pounded. "We need to get out of here." Carter fumbled with a hidden panel under a desk. "There is a secondary exit, but it hasn't been used in years. We have no choice." Lisa covered them as Carter pried open a metal hatch in the floor. "Go! Now!" One by one, they jumped into the dark tunnel below. As Daniel landed, he felt the cold dampness of underground air. Lisa followed, then Carter, sealing the hatch behind them. Above them, the sound of gunfire and shouting faded. "They'll find another way down soon," Lisa whispered. Carter nodded. "Then we run. Underground chase." The tunnel stretched endlessly before them, lit only by flickering emergency lights. Water dripped from the ceiling, and the musty scent of decay filled the air. "Where does this lead?" Daniel asked between breaths. "An abandoned service route. If we follow it, we'll emerge near the old docks," Carter said. Behind them, an echoing clang sent a chill down Daniel's spine. "They found the hatch," Lisa muttered. Their pace quickened. Footsteps followed them, growing louder. Then, a bullet ricocheted off the tunnel wall, narrowly missing Lisa. "Move!" she yelled. They sprinted through the narrow passage. Ahead, a rusted ladder led up to a metal grate. Carter reached it first, yanking at the bars. "It's jammed!" he hissed. Daniel and Lisa slammed against it, using their combined strength. It groaned and finally gave way. They clambered up and into the open air, finding themselves in an abandoned warehouse. Lisa turned, slamming the grate shut just as the pursuers arrived below. "That won't hold them for long," Daniel panted. "We need to disappear, now," Lisa said. Hiding in the shadows, the warehouse was vast, filled with rusting shipping containers and debris. A few dim streetlights outside cast eerie shadows through broken windows. Carter led them toward a hidden alcove behind a stack of crates. "We lay low for now. We need to plan our next move." Lisa checked her laptop, frowning. "They've locked down the city's surveillance. If we move in the open, we're dead." Daniel wiped sweat from his forehead. "Then what's our play?" Carter hesitated. "We need to expose Project Eclipse. The only way to do that is to reach someone who can broadcast the truth." Lisa snapped her fingers. "I know someone, a journalist. If we can get to her, we might have a shot." "Then let's go," Daniel said. The journalist. 3 hours later, they reached a small apartment in the city's outskirts. Lisa knocked in a specific pattern. Moments later, a chain rattled, and the door creaked open. A woman in her mid-30s, sharp-eyed and weary, peered out. "Lisa, what the hell?" "We need your help, Evelyn," Lisa said quickly. "This is bigger than anything you've covered." Evelyn eyed them warily, but stepped aside. "Come in." Inside, the apartment was cluttered with papers, maps, and computer screens. Evelyn crossed her arms. "Start talking." Carter placed the small black device on the table. "This is a kill switch. It can shut down digital systems worldwide." Evelyn's expression darkened. "And you have this why?" Lisa explained everything. Project Eclipse, Ravenswood, the men in black suits hunting them. Evelyn exhaled sharply. "You're telling me the government has a back door to erase everything, and they're willing to kill to keep it secret?" "We need to get this to the public," Daniel said. Evelyn thought for a moment, then nodded. "I know a way, but it won't be easy." The final move, Evelyn set up a live broadcast. "We expose them now, or never." As she began speaking into the camera, revealing Project Eclipse to the world, Daniel felt a sense of relief until the apartment. Lights flickered. "They found us," Lisa whispered. Footsteps thundered up the stairs. "Time's up," Evelyn said, hitting upload just as the door burst open. Gunfire erupted. Lisa shoved Carter aside, pulling Daniel toward the fire escape. "Go!" As they climbed out, they saw Evelyn holding her ground, determined to finish the upload. Then, darkness and silence. The Hidden Truth episode. For the aftermath, the apartment building stood in eerie silence. Smoke curled from bullet-ridden walls as Lisa, Daniel, and Dr. Carter crouched behind a dumpster in the alley. The distant wail of sirens signaled that the authorities, or worse, the enemy, were closing in. Lisa checked her watch. "We have to move. Evelyn bought us some time, but they'll track the upload." Daniel swallowed hard. "Did it go through? Did she get the message out?" Carter shook his head. "We won't know until we reach a secure terminal. If it did, the world would know about Project Eclipse. If not..." Lisa didn't let him finish. "We run. Now." On the run. The trio weaved through the back streets, avoiding security cameras and heavily patrolled zones. Every flickering streetlight felt like an eye watching them. Daniel's mind raced. "Where are we headed?" Lisa glanced around before leading them into a hidden passage beneath an old subway station. A safe house. If Evelyn's message went out, "We'll need to lay low. If it didn't, we'll need a new plan." Carter wiped sweat from his brow. "We can't keep running forever." "We won't have to," Lisa replied. "Not if we fight back." The safe house. They arrived at a hidden underground bunker, concealed beneath an abandoned bookshop. Inside, dim lights flickered as an old computer hummed softly. Lisa connected a secure drive and pulled up an encrypted network. She exhaled, in relief. It went through. Evelyn's message is live. The world knows about Project Eclipse. Daniel clenched his fists. Then why does it feel like we're still losing? Carter rubbed his temples. Because now they'll come after anyone who believes it. Lisa's laptop beeped. A new message appeared on the screen. An anonymous source. I have the proof you need. Meet me at Pier 17 at midnight. Come alone. Daniel stared at the screen. It's a trap. Lisa smirked. Of course it is. That's why we're going. Pier 17, midnight. The dock stretched into the darkness, waves slapping against the wooden beams. A lone figure stood beneath a flickering street lamp. Lisa motioned for Daniel and Carter to hang back as she approached. You have something for me? She asked. The figure, a hooded man, nodded and handed her a small flash drive. Everything. Names. Locations. The real power behind Project Eclipse. But you need to hurry. They're already... A silenced shot rang out. The man collapsed. Lisa dove for cover as black SUVs screeched onto the pier. Men in black tactical gear poured out, guns drawn. Daniel and Carter rushed forward, returning fire as Lisa scrambled to retrieve the drive. Bullets ricocheted off metal containers as the trio ducked and weaved through the chaos. We need an exit, Carter shouted. Lisa spotted a speedboat moored nearby. There, go! They sprinted toward the boat, Lisa hot-wiring the engine as Daniel covered her. Carter took a grazing shot to the shoulder, but managed to leap aboard as Lisa gunned the throttle. The boat roared to life, speeding away from the pier as bullets splashed into the water behind them. The next move. Safe at sea, Lisa plugged the flash drive into her laptop. Files and documents flooded the screen. Names of government officials, corporations, and secret projects are connected in a tangled web of corruption. Daniel leaned in. This is it. The real truth. Carter, still clutching his bleeding shoulder, nodded grimly. Now we just have to survive. Long enough to use it. Lisa smirked. Let's give them something they won't be able to erase. As the city skyline loomed in the distance, the fight was far from over. Thanks for watching. If you like the story and learn English, so subscribe the channel for new episode.